So we all know that Blueface has a beautiful house in Los Angeles, California, which has recently been put up for auction.
Yeah.
And DJ Akademiks and Blueface has been going back and forth, especially after having Blueface go on No Jumpers podcast, making comments about DJ Ak. What specifically did he say about Ak? He said, there's people that have their name in my mouth and be talking about me but don't know shit. Is that what he said? Let me make sure I'm getting it right. Yeah. Then he said, you got your dick in my mouth, or my dick in your mouth. It was dick in my mouth. I'm sorry, I'm cussing a lot for the first five. But DJ Akademiks is now pretty much trolling Blueface, saying, oh yeah, I'm about to buy your house. See you at the auction, little boy.
I feel like he's honest. I feel like he would just buy that house just to buy it, just because he could. Yeah. Because they keep talking about money. And that's one of the big things. He'll just talk. He always flexes like, I got more money than you. Yeah. You know, especially somebody like Blueface who's not making music currently. Yeah. It's a pretty easy target for DJ Akademiks. A little bit more backstory to it. Supposedly, Blueface has paid, like, his house costs $1.2 million. But when you read the documents, it said that he has paid $1.157.
That's what hasn't been paid on it. He's only paid $50,000 on the house in total.
That's crazy.
I was about to get into it, but $50,000 in 4 years. That's wild. You crunched up the numbers. It was like 1,000.
It would be 1,000, but I mean, I figure also since he hasn't been paying, I'm sure the rent payment was higher. But who knows how many months it takes before your house goes into like full foreclosure and the bank goes to go sell it. But yeah, Ak tore Blueface up, bro, and I forgot what Blueface had said, but he had basically tried to say that like Ak is broke, or like Ak doesn't own his homes, or and type of stuff like that. And then Ak really did some digging. And first he exposes Blueface talking about your house is in pre-foreclosure. Blueface is like, nah, that's only because of the nuisance. Like, my neighbors were complaining we're too loud, 911 calls, fights, and whatnot. So Ak took it the whole extra mile. This dude is on stream, and since he's a prospective buyer, he has all of the paperwork, and he was diligent about taking out all of Blueface's personal information as far as like the address, where the auction will be held, just other information like that. But he shows the deeds. He shows the entire paperwork, basically saying that the house is going into foreclosure because of unpaid bills, that there's a remainder of I think $1.217 is still remaining on the house. Currently, only $50,000 had been paid in the 4 years that he had lived there. I'm still trying to understand that math, but I guess I could see it, because if the house was originally bought for around 1.5, I guess, or maybe I guess it was 1.2. You're right. Maybe it was
1.2, and then when he shows the documents of what has not been paid, it's 1.57.
No, that would be more than what the house was worth. It's
my bad.
It's like 1.1 whatever. So he's only paid $50,000 worth. But I could see that though, because a mortgage is usually a 30-year mortgage. So I could see why it's such a small amount paid. But what I don't understand is why is he not able to pay his bills, bro? That's kind of a wild thing. But either way, Ak completely shows the deed, shows the proof of why it's going to foreclosure, no mention of nuisance, and shows when the auction is, and makes it clear that he is going to be at the auction. And it's just it's crazy that Blueface is getting exposed like that, because it's just not a good look having a house going to foreclosure, and his credit is wrecked.
100%.
And beforehand, weren't they like, oh, Wack paid for that house, but then Ak showed that pretty much Blueface is the payer on the house?
Ak could have made that claim that it was under Wack's name, and then it turns out it actually is in Blueface's name, which makes more sense. I mean, I just don't think Wack would let the house go into foreclosure, like, regardless of anything. Like, you don't want that on your credit, bro. You'll figure something out for that.
Isn't it funny how all this started with Ak just talking about Blueface and Krishan's relationship, and he's kind of trying to give him advice, and sometimes he's like being a little aggressive with it, but and then Blueface, once he opened his mouth, it was just like, oh no, Ak. It's just so easy for Ak to just tear him apart after that.
Yeah, bro, like, you just can't come with Ak if you have any like skeletons in the closet, bro. Like, if there's any, like, Freddie Gibbs, like, he was getting on Ak, it was funny, and Ak had the other thing with what's his name's wife,
not Celine. No.
John Legend's wife. I forgot his.
Chrissy Teigen.
Yeah, so that may almost look like Ak caught the L, but really, nah. Freddie Gibbs getting jumped like 100 times, bro. For Jim Jones, then the dudes in
No Jumper.
Nah, No Jumper jumped. What,
no. Just like Freddie Gibbs and the guys from No Jumper, like No Jumper Goons, smashed Freddie Gibbs' ex-girl or some shit like that.
Oh, that was recent. But I was talking about the what's it called? The guy from Buffalo. The Buffalo guys beating him up.
Benny the Butcher.
Benny the Butcher's people, yeah. So he's just caught like a lot of different L's pretty quickly. And then, what's my point though? I'm getting lost in the sauce.
You're talking about Akademiks.
Oh, yeah. Like, you can't have... So, he had bad things happen to him. But this one is, like, skeletons that haven't been uncovered yet. And you know you're about to go into foreclosure. Bro, that was just not the move. And then you're trying to fight Akademiks. Bro, he's going to make it his mission to bury you. And having a house go into foreclosure when you have, like, $50,000 in jewelry on your neck every day is not a good look, bro. And it's hard for you to sell that you're making hella bread when you can't afford a house that, like, realistically, it's not that expensive of a house. Like, 1.5 million. I know other places people are gonna be like, what? That's
California. Bro, that's California, not bad at all.
No, bro. And where is his house at? Isn't it in like it's in Santa Clarita or something, like a suburb out there, I think, which is cool. Got it, but it's not like he just got a new mansion in like Beverly Hills or some shit, or like a crib or Calabasas even. Like it's not that type of joint, bro. It's a house like you hope that the property's gonna appreciate and maybe the value will go up of those places, but it's not like it was a non-affordable house for someone who's supposed to be like rich. If you have a iced out chain on your neck, bro, you should be able to afford a $1.5 million house.
I think that's just the pitfalls of the persona of being a rapper in today's age, where you got to show that you got more money on your neck and on your body than you do in actual assets. You feel me? So it's like we look at Blueface and he goes on these shows, he performs on tours, we see him on Zeus, and it's like, oh, okay, it look like he got money because he flashing the money, got strippers with him and girls and all type of shit.
Blueface.
And that's the lifestyle that you live in. But bro, we hear so many stories about rappers leaving the game with nothing because of the deals that they signed or just the bad business practices that they had while they was in the game. So
let's hope this reality TV be paying his ass.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, no, the check ain't come yet. But Blueface is his responses are kind of weird. Because he's like, he was flexing that he got paid $20,000, I think, for like signing autographs or something like that. And he's like, easiest $20,000 I'd have made. Trying to like flex on Ak. Like, bro, what was that gonna do?
I bet Ak makes that like in a video. Like, you know what I mean?
Man, Ak is making a lot of bread, bro. Like, it's hard, and he doesn't have a mortgage on his home, and he's only, I don't know what his car situation is, but I'm pretty sure he owns most of them outright. So it's hard to really say anything. And then to flex $20,000 on the guy is kind of tough. Like, look how easily I made this. Well, bro, put that toward the house, dog. Like, what you mean? Like, it's a weird flex because $20,000, there's no way your monthly rent, let's do the math, bro. Really, like, if you're thinking, if someone has a house that's worth, for even without the down payment, let's do the math right here.
You're good at that, man.
1.5 million, right? Divided by a 30-year loan, that would be $50,000 a month.
Damn. Is that right?
What the fuck? Nah.
If you're doing by years,
divided 30, right?
Oh, sorry. So sorry. Divide by 30.
30
so
times
50 a
12.
year.
Sorry, I'm so stupid. $50,000 a year divided by 12. So about 4,100. But you got to remember, let's just redo this math, guys. Let's redo this.
Yes.
Because you have to pay probably about 20% for that down payment. Mm-hmm. So times 0.2, 30,000. 1, 5, 1, boom. Sorry, 300,000. It was 300,000.
The math is math.
Minus 300,000.
Really good math.
Really good math. 1.2 million. That would leave him at 1.2 million owed on the house. Divide that by, what did we say? 30 years. Divided by 12. That comes out to around $3,000 a month in the mortgage.
Okay.
3,300 around. Plus, you got to pay with the homeowner's insurance.
Yeah.
You got to pay the utilities.
Waters,
you got to pay.
But that's not that much. That might be like 120.
The DWP is not going to be that much.
So Blueface is broke. That's what I'm saying. Like all this math.
Blueface about to move into an apartment.
Like, let's just say it averages out to like $4,000 a month. I mean,
that's
paying.
Not that bad. What?
But you know what doesn't make sense? How could only $50,000 have been paid off on the house? Because that alone, if you're paying about $3,300, do that times 12.
He thought that was part of the 360 deal.
Maybe
just don't pay for the house.
Yeah, if you do that times 12, that still leads to $40,000. So I actually don't understand how he's been in that house that long and he's only paid $50,000.
Yeah, wouldn't you get kicked out a lot faster? How are you gonna stay there for years and not just pay rent?
Yeah, I'm honestly.
It's like, bro, I'm just decking out the house, dog. Like, you paid more for like the paint around the house than the actual payment on the house.
I know you wrapped it too.
Bro, his shit looked like a Call of Duty house.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They got the camo.
For sure.
Bro, that's wild. Yeah, but damn, Akademiks is just bodying this dude, man. Every single day. Or not every, it was just like Ak probably got paid so much money just for making content on Blueface on YouTube. Like, you're making
maybe
way more
than
money
the house
on it.
payments. Yeah, probably.
Oh, the house payment. Yeah.
He probably made more of the videos than Blueface put towards his house. Like, come on,
bro.
man.
Yeah, why don't you sell one chain? Like, seriously, you might as
You
well.
would be straight. You can stay in the house for a few
He's
more months.
probably wearing more on his freaking chest than what the house costs.
To be honest, bro.
Because they're big ass chains, dog.
Huge chains,
bro.
But he ices out all his watches, so they like that's all depreciating and whatnot. Yeah. But the chains, bro. Well, they're also depreciating.
Yeah, if you ice it out.
He iced them all out.
Maybe he's just bad with just money, just in general.
Yeah, that's the annoying part. It's like, if you get jewelry that could appreciate in value, I guess the shining, shimmering shit is cool, but it does just kill the value of the watch. Or whatever jewelry
it's
you
the
have.
lifestyle, it's the persona.
It depends, though. I mean, like, you hardly hear about people really selling their jewelry. I mean, unless you're down bad, like, you're probably not, like, Drake isn't getting a bust down Cartier and thinking, like, but fuck, what if I have to sell this bad boy? But he did talk about watches factories, so don't depreciate. But I think that's different when you're talking, like, Audemars and stuff like that. But certain watches, especially like a Rollie, you might as well just ice out the Rollie, bro. Like, ice that bitch.
I feel like, well, once I have some watches, it'll be like, yeah, maybe one of them could be super shiny, shimmery, but I feel like watches, it's kind of nice the way that they're made, like a specific type of watch, like especially like a Rollie or fucking, I don't know. But there's gonna be
ice out a
watches.
G-Shock. I remember when G-Shocks ran the world and had everybody in a chokehold.
Get out of here. You ain't gonna ice out no G-Shock.
But no, okay, what happened with all the money him and Krishan was supposed to make? Because wasn't that the breadwinner? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the whole reason he with Krishan is the fact that they can be out and be public.
Too much to not be getting enough.
Don't they get paid like after? I guess you could get paid per episode, but like, I don't know. I don't think. Maybe he's just not getting the full bag yet.
But I mean, that was a conversation that we had. It was like, okay, what's the rap bag like versus the reality show bag, right? And it's like, okay, we hear about rappers not making money. You said rappers be making hella bread. I think it's just specific rappers that have like good deals.
No, I was saying that there's a lot of money to be made in the music industry.
Right.
Definitely wouldn't say that rappers are getting hell. I mean, not all rappers, but shit, Lil Baby's got over 100 mil. 21 Savage is crazy. Drake.
So that versus a reality bag is like, bro.
Yeah, it's not comparable.
What is it, like $1 million?
And I don't think the Zeus network is paying that much.
And it's a pretty new one,
but
too.
That's the thing, too. I'm not sure how all that works entirely, them being on the Zeus network. And then also, I think he has ownership of the show. So, yeah, I wonder what that payment structure is like. Whatever it is, bro,
it's
he's
not
paying his rent, dog. Like, I wonder what the deal is with that. It's hard to come back from, because, like, the facade might be a little bit gone. But who knows? Because people aren't really watching for that anymore. They're really watching for the drama.
The entertainment value.
But the drama is not paying you, bro. Who knows?
See. You might have to move into this apartment complex, bro.
Well, actually, yeah. And you seen all right. So, do you feel like Akademiks started going on Blueface hard on Blueface again, but still kind of ducking Sharp? I feel like